history of museum. And let me just start from where we stopped. Why do you think a majority of Kenyans don't take visiting these museums so seriously?
I think as a museum, we've not done so well to really create awareness among Kenyans. And that's why this particular program, to me, is really, really a perfect timing that we want to engage with Kenyans.
Yes.
And talk about our museums, talk about our heritage. Yeah, so I think there's been kind of really not a lot of awareness among Kenyans and less engagement between ourselves as an institution and Kenyans. And I believe going forward, we should have more awareness programs across the country, talking about our different museums, talking about our heritage across the country. So we do hope that going forward we're going to see more Kenyans, not just school kids, coming to our museums. For a long time, our biggest number of visitors have been school kids coming from all over the country.
Yeah.
But I do hope that going forward we're going to see more Kenyans, the working class,
yes,
coming to our museums.
Yes.
If you go to many museums across, especially in the US, you see a lot of non-students or school kids going to visit museums. I would love to see the same in this country, whereby we'll be seeing you and your family and your kids and my grandfather, my grandmother coming to visit a museum.
Yeah.
We rarely see that in this country. And my dream...
But is it just because that Kenyans don't appreciate their own?
Partly, and there's a bit of ignorance,
yes,
in my view, among Kenyans, because Kenyans most Kenyans would prefer to maybe spend some time out there, maybe having a nice time, probably in a pub, than coming to pay to visit a museum. A museum. So, but I believe that going forward with this engagement,
yes,
we're going to encourage more Kenyans to want to visit museums, the nearest museums across the country. Kisumu Museum, Kitale Museum, Meru Museum, and across the country, for Jesus Museum in the coastal part of the country. Yeah, and even this museum, which is the biggest museum in this country,